All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all the praise and the glory and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachah Kodash, which I give me the spirit and strength to do this lesson. And also double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and that teach well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wa Shalom, Wa Ba'arakim to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, which I scattered abroad and in every place, redeeming the time ready to be saved. Shalom. Okay, let's get right on into it. All right. And what we see here on the screen is pretty much prophecy being fulfilled. All right. And in this article, this is what does it say? Roger, no, it's like 24/7 news. All right. And you know, like I said before, it's a lot of significant situations that are not being shown on the mainstream media. All right. So that's why it's good. That's why it's good to go into these articles. You know. It's like it says world's most contagious disease reported at America's largest shopping mall. Look at that. Yeah, you know, so in the world's largest shopping mall. Now, I believe that we're gonna have it's gonna be another lockdown. Okay. And also I want to say this is why the apostles have, or beginning with Apostle Hard has gave a decree to not be in these crowded places, man. It's being revealed, okay, more and more why that you know the apostles spoke through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, they didn't get in order just to be, you know, because they had a power to do so. No, they gave it order through the spirit, because it's a wise thing to do, which is not be in these crowded areas, man. Because things are happening and judgment is being executed in these large crowds. You know, a lot of places where, you know, great multitudes resort to. A lot of judgment is taking place, is transpiring there. All right. And this is why we got to follow the apostles, man, and their decree, because they know, look, it's for our own good. All right. And I want to start off with this, you know, and I don't want to make this too long, you know, just want to get this out there. What's the 1 Corinthians 11th chapter? Okay. This is 1 Corinthians 11th chapter, verse let's see. We can start at verse 1. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach." That's right. Then it says, Verse 2. Now I praise you, brother, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances. That's right. And keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. You see that? So, we gotta, we have it's an ordinance, man, that must be followed, or kept. All right, read that again. He says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you." You see that? So, we must follow wise counsel. All right, because like I said, a lot of judgment has been done in these large crowds, man. All right. You know what, Salaki? Yeah, Salaki. Yeah, we gotta be wise, man. All right, we gotta be wise. All right, and now I'm gonna get another one. What is that? What did Paul say? Walk circumspectly, redeeming the time. Let me see if I can get it real fast. Okay. Bear with me. Salah. This is Ephesians 5, chapter 5, verse 15. He says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools." All right, what is what does circumspectly mean? To look around. All right, circum mean around. All right, expect to look around. Okay, because Jake, we sometimes Jake gotta take care of business, make runs, run errands, and you have to go to certain places that are crowded, and that's where we gotta be on our watch, cause shit is happening, man. All right, things are happening. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna read that again. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, okay, but as wise, redeeming the time." Yeah, meaning knowing what time it is, okay. Yeah, redeeming the time, knowing what time it is. Okay, we know what time it is, so we have no business walking around here, drunk. All right, figuratively speaking. Okay, it says redeem the time, right? Because the days are evil, and that's right, and that's been proven. We're seeing it. All right, because the days are evil. All right. And Paul even said himself, he said the last, and what did he say? in the last days, perilous times shall come. All right. So this proves that we're in the last days. That scripture right there proves that we're in the last days. All right. Because we're in perilous times. All right. Now, let's get back to this article and read a little bit. It says, world most contagious disease reported at America's largest shopping mall. It said health officials have issued an urgent warning after a case of measles. Wow. And I'm trying to be as careful with my words because, you know, the YouTube, they'll cut our page for using medical terms. All right, so I'm going to speak wise, choose my words wisely. All right. It said the world's most contagious DISEA was detected at the Mall of America in Minnesota on May 24. An child from Dakota County who had not traveled outside the state visited the mall's theme park while infectious. Right. And this sounds like what was that? The Mpox situation that when it first came about. All right, when it first came about, the Mpox, they said it was it started with a child. You know, you can look that up. You know, do your research on it. Okay, that's fact. It started with a child. So now we have here saying the like. You know, they saying like speaking. They saying speaking. Matter of fact, let's read it again. It says, an unjabbed child from Dakota County who had not traveled outside the state visited the mall's theme park while infectious. You see, it says people present at the mall between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. on that day may have been exposed to the virus. Right. And it says the Minnesota Department of Health has advised that symptoms of, you know, that word, I know I said it, but like I said, it was a slip, but I ain't trying to not to say certain words. It says, including a blotchy rash, fever, and cough could develop in exposed individuals as late as June 14. Now, how the hell they got a date already? You see, these Esau is sloppy, man. This, you know, because it's a plan. This is a plan. Auto app KO. All right. Order through chaos. Their mission is to develop chaos so that the people can submit not submit submit to the new world order. All right. So once again, it says the Minnesota Department of Health has advised that symptoms of including a blotchy rash, fever, and cough could develop in exposed individuals as late as June 14th. Individuals are particularly at risk and should monitor for symptoms, which is bullshit. All right. It said another case has been confirmed in an adult from Washington County, Minnesota, though it is unrelated to the Mall of America case. This brings the state's total confirmed case to to 4 in 2025. All right. Now, the world is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? The world is given into the hand of the wicked. And as is written in the Apocrypha, an unwise king destroyeth his people. All right. And that's what we saying now. Esau is that unwise king. You American citizens are his people, his people, and he's his intention is to bring harm unto you people, man. All right. And this is via various things, man. The bioweapons. All right. We're in the time of war. All right. Not the time of peace. We're in a time of war. All right. And I want to get Matthew. Because like I said, we deal with prophecy, man. This is Matthew 24, verse 7. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation." That's right. And kingdom against kingdom. Are we not seeing that? All right. Remember, this is the signs of the end. These are the signs that indicate that we're in the end. That's why Yahweh Shah spoke it before so that we can know. All right. He said that. Okay. Let me see. All right, let's see. It said, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences." All right. What's another word for pestilences? All right. You got the jab. Not the jabs, like C-19. All right. You know what I'm talking about. The C-19, Mpoxes. All right. Now this. All right. As the pestilence says, "And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places and many places." So you have these DISEASE in many places, man. This is facts. We're seeing it. All right. We on the countdown, man. We on the countdown. Yeah, it's almost over with. We almost up out of here, man. Yeah, I want to say this. Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to protect the elect. The elect, member of the elect, ain't got to worry about this. That's why I don't alarm brothers. Oh my God, heart drop. None of that. Because they're protected, right? By the hedge of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You brothers, you hopefully elect don't have to worry about nothing. Y'all don't have to worry about this. All right, this is for the wicked. All right, and these wicked Israelites. Ultimately, okay. Matter of fact, let's get Psalm 91 to prove my point. This is Psalm 91. This is Psalm 91, we start at verse 9. It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. What is that habitation? This truth. That's what this is talking about. All right. That's this truth. All right. It says, verse 10, there shall no evil befall thee. All right. You see, like I said, this is for the wicked. Okay. We can read about that too. Or it say many miseries is to the wicked. All right. That's for the wicked Israelites. It says, it said, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. You see? For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. That's right. So you ain't gonna see Jake is protected, man. All right. Let's see. Let's see. We could jump back to 91:5. Psalm 91:5 says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. You see that? Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. That's right. We can't see what's been released out here, but it's there, man. All right. The C-19, this shit, that's the pestilence that walketh in darkness. All right. So once again, I'll read that again. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by noonday, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. Right. Like I said, because we ain't got nothing to worry about. We're not afraid of that. We ain't not worried about it. All right. So yeah, man, hopefully this was edifying to the elect, the body of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.